Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Fang, and I'm so excited to have you join me today so that we can practice our letters and our sounds so that we can become amazing readers and writers. Remember, the more we read and write and learn, the stronger our brain will get. And that's what I was doing before you guys came on. I was practicing reading and trying to put these puzzles pieces together. And this is something I can do to make my brain stronger, right? Always doing something instead of just sitting there. So today we have a busy day, boys and girls. So are you ready to get started? Awesome. Let's get ready to learn. Let's start off with our high-frequency words. Remember, high-frequency words are words that we see most frequently when we are reading and when we are writing. So if you can sound these out, if you know these words, you don't have to sound them out as you're reading and writing, and this will help with your reading and your writing. So let's practice our high-frequency words that we've learned this week already. Let me get my reading finger here. Let's practice reading. Ready? Our words were to, now, your, and water. Good job, boys and girls. Now, let's add in 2 more words. My first word for today is the word show. Help me read it. Show. Help me spell it. S-H-O-W. Show. Now, if you have a pencil or a paper or a whiteboard marker nearby, or just use your finger, write it in the air on a hard surface as we are learning this. So let's practice that again. Show. S-H-O-W. Show. Good job, boys and girls. My next word is into. Help me say it. Into. Good job. Now help me spell it. I-N-T-O. Into. Good job, boys and girls. So now I have 2 sentences for us. We're going to try to figure out which one of these words will go into the sentence so that it will make sense. Ready? Help me read my first sentence. My first sentence says, Dan will Sam how to add. My next sentence says, Kate ran the house. Now, if I'm reading my first sentence, it says, Dad will blank Sam how to add. And I know I've done this. Also, I have to show and help my kids how to add. So let's put show and see if it makes sense. Dad will show Sam how to add. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, show is a tricky word because it's what we call a multiple meaning words, because depending on how it's used in the sentence, it can have a different meaning. The next word, into. Let's see if this makes sense. Ready? Kate ran into the house. Yes, I can visually see that Kate running into the house. So that makes sense. So our 2 words for today are show and into. Awesome job, boys and girls. So now, let's practice those listening skills. That's right. Turn your listening ears up high so you can listen for these sounds. So today we're going to play a game called Guess My Word. In this game, I'm going to give you a set of sounds. Your job is to blend them together to guess my word. Ready? Awesome. Let's get started. Ready? My first set of sounds, ready? T, a, k. Oh, blend it together. T, a, k. What's my word? Track. Good job. How many sounds in my word track? That's right. 4 sounds. Awesome job, boys and girls. Let's practice another set of sounds. what if I said these sounds? Ready? W, a, k. Practice again. W, a, k. Blend it together. What's my word? Wake. Good job. Like, did you wake up early this morning? Oh, I bet you did. How many sounds in the word wake? 3 sounds. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, last set of sounds. Ready? Guess my word. A, Blend it. Aim. What's my word? Frame. Good job. Like I put my picture in a frame. How many sounds in frame? 4 sounds. Good job, boys and girls. You guys were really listening. Now, let's practice our sound of the week. Now, remember, this week we are practicing our short A vowel sound, A that says ah. And we're also practicing a long vowel sound, A that says A. So the train card and the apple card, because vowels can make 2 sounds. They can make the short vowel, as in ah. They can make the long vowel, as in A. And this week, we're focused on the vowel, consonant, silent E, or bossy E, because this E, remember, doesn't say a sound. Its job is to make the A say A. Remember? Awesome, boys and girls. So let's practice building some words with the short A and long A sound. Ready? Help me build this word. What if I wanted to build the word rake? Help me sound it out. Rake, rake. Ooh, what vowel sound did you hear? Oh, that's right. We heard the long A. Awesome job. So we know we're going to be using our long A. But what was that first sound? Or we can say r, A. We're going to use our long vowel. And what's the consonant sound? Rake. It could be a C or a K. That's a tricky one. But in the word rake, it's a K. Rake. Help me spell rake. Ache. Rake. Good job, boys and girls. Now, what if I wanted to spell the word snap? Help me sound it out. Snap. Snap. Good job. What was my first sound? Sn. Sn. And boys and girls, the sn is a beginning blend. You're right. The SN is a blend. Sn. A is my short vowel. Snap. That's my P. Good job. Help me spell it. S-N-A-P. And what does that spell? Snap. Good job, boys and girls. So now, let's go and practice our inflectional endings. Remember, inflectional endings are what we add to the end of a word to change its meaning. Yesterday, we learned all about the ED and how if you add the ED, it happened in the past. Today, we're going to practice the inflectional ending ing. Now, when I add ing to a word, it means that it's happening right now. So, here's my word ask. Add the ing. Asking, I'm asking it right now. Pack, doing it right now. Add the ing. Packing. Add, doing it right now. Adding. Good job. Now, remember those rules that we talked about? If there's a silent E, we have to drop the E and add ing. Trade becomes trading. Drop the E, add the ing. Remember, those are just rules that we will remember to help us. So I call them rules. Remember, when I learned English, I learned it as a second language, so I had to teach myself these rules. Nap, there's my short vowel with a consonant. And remember, just like the ED, I need to double it before I add the ing. So nap becomes napping. So now let's take my 2 words that we worked on today. So if I had the word, let me fix this a little bit, boys and girls. If I had the word snap and I wanted to add the ing, snap, did you see that Remember that rule? What do I have to do? I need to double it before I add the ing. That's right, snap. becomes snapping. And how about rake? If I wanted to make it mean that's happening right now, rake becomes raking. And what happens to that E? That's right. We drop the E and we add ing. So now we have the word raking. Remember, ing means it's happening right now. That's right. And here are my friends. They're all playing right now. And so ing means it's happening now. Awesome, boys and girls. So now let's sort some words. So I have some words for us. And some has the short A that says a. Some has the long A that says A. And I added in our reflectional endings ing. Let's see if you can practice helping me read some of these, and then we'll sort them with my short A and my long A. You ready? Here's my word. Oh, we just built this word. This says rake. Rake says A. That's right. So let's put it with our long A, rake. Here's my word. Back. That's right. That's my short vowel. We'll put it over here. Here's my ing. I see it, but this is camping. Camping is my short A. Good job. 8. I see my E. That's gonna say A. 8. Bag. That's right. Short A. You guys are good at these sorting games. Oh, you guys see that E? Cape. That's right. It's gonna say A. Glad. What is it? Short A. Good job, boys and girls. Oh, does it say baking or does that say backing? Remember, if it's the A, there would be a CK. Remember that? So it's actually the long A is baking. So that's the long A. Ham. That's right. Has my A. And made says A. Good job, boys and girls. So let's read our chart and see if we did these correctly. Ready? Short A says A. So let's read it. Back, camping, bag, glad, ham. Check. We checked it. Let's check our next column. Remember, these are all the long A that says A. Let's check it. Rake, 8, cape, baking, and made. Do they all have the long A? Awesome job, boys and girls. Check. Now let's see. Can you make a sentence for me? Try to use some of my words or use my high frequency words. Write them down and share your sentence with your family member tonight. Boys and girls, remember, when something gets hard, what do we say? We say, I can do it. We say, I am smart. We say, I'm awesome. And Mrs. Vang believes in me because I do. Boys and girls, you guys did an awesome job today learning with me. Remember, so continue having fun learning, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.